No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Broncos 0.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Watch that in. 19 Lions. Hey.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Broncos at 5-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Strong right. Hey, 4 down.
To throw, here's Nix. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
In motion goes the tight end. Stroud looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass. So 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
60 Eagle.
Under 10.
Now a first carry here for their running back. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stroud. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. I'm coming.
Now Stroud. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
57's the mic. Mike 50.
19 tight, 19 tight.
And Stroud now to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
57. Trap 60.
Pick it up.
Stroud will look to throw once more. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Buccaneers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Ready,
So they'll come up
break.
1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mustang 19.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Second and 10.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Check 50.
Viking 18. Cub 19. Cub 19.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Nico Collins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Get track.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
3 down, 3 down.
Mike 8. Mike 8. Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike 8.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
But these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
3 down, 3 down.
Mike 8. Mike 8. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Mustang 19.
Safety.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And from the 41, this is second and a yard.
47 Mike, 47 Mike. Mike.
18, Pioneer.
Throwing Nix. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Eagle. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
In motion, the tight end. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. An excellent way. yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Stroud off the play fake. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll, and now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Go.
Let's go. Whip, 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 whip.
Check smash. Check smash.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Stroud to throw it. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight.
To throw is Nix. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Nix throwing on 3rd down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Ethan Evans now. How about this? They'll change it at the line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Play action. Stroud now under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. First and 10, it's Stroud. This is caught by McMillan. He's into space past the 25. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Well, they've looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
On the double. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Mike 5. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Mike 5.
Here's Stroud. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Nico Collins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Buccaneers 28, Broncos nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Mike 8.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
I'm coming after you.
Mike 8. Mike 8. Y'all not ready.
A final shot before break. Nix. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 19 Lion.
Here's Nix. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. I got wide. Bang.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
47's the Mike, boys. 47. Check. 47.
Nix to try again on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Hey, check Mike 16. Check Mike 16.
You can't block me.
Nix to the air.
Hey, watch the slant.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
70 Timberwolf. Panther Street.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again.
Tighten up. Slam.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Right there.
Here we go. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
57. Hey, I'm coming.
Street.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
57.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
On second down, it's Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. He'll let this go deep for Collins. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Stroud sets up the play action. This is Reese on the grab. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On first down, here's Stroud. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Throwing again is Stroud. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On second down, it's Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first and 10, here's Nix. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Even.
Big Lion.
Even. Check.
Mustang 19.
Crunch.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
4 down.
18, Pioneer.
Now it's Nix. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Let's go. 4-7's a mic. 4-7's a mic. Coming to you.
7 Pirates.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Pick up the ball.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cedric Tillman from a yard out. And the Broncos use the short field to get in for 6. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one. As he won't make it back to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. The drive starts with a run by Allen. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. He'll find McMillan here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Ricky.
Stroud now on 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
Come on. Set. Viking 18.
Mike 5.
Ready, go.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all.
Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Buccaneers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL, you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Looking to throw. Olsen. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Fights through, and now a crease. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. 2nd and 5.
Go, Chap! Go, Chap! Go!
They'll run with Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Dragon 60.
Watch out, watch out.
On 1st and 10, Stroud. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here we go.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
79 Broncos.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stroud. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. 57's the mic, watch 57.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. You're soft, baby. That's
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Here goes Stroud again. He finds his man, complete. That's Reese. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Hey, get in the weight room. 57's the mic.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check.
Back to throw. Olsen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Pace, let's go!
Tight ends right.
18, Pioneer!
They stay on the ground with Allen. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70!
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense